AP Micro FRQ number 2, obviously Oligopoly. Again, underline, oops, I need something a little thicker than that. Maybe right there. So underline, that's still not good enough. Let's try that. That's better. Underline pie crust numbers. And then square in La Pizza. This way we don't get as confused while we're doing the numbers and mess them up during the exam. So then we're going to do a little word chart. We're going to say if pie crust advertises, then La Pizza will do something. If pie crust no advertises, La Pizza will do something. If La Pizza advertises, pie crust will make a decision. And if La Pizza no advertises, pie crust will make another decision. So once we've done our little word chart, we go back and we say if pie crust chooses to advertise, we're in these two quadrants. La Pizza can either advertise or not advertise. Those are the only two choices La Pizza has. Obviously, La Pizza would not advertise. I could do it correctly here. Not advertise, and the reason is because 300, the payoff he would get is 300 is greater than 200. Easy enough. What if pie crust instead was to not advertise? If pie crust does not advertise, then La Pizza only has two choices, either to advertise or not advertise. Obviously, he would choose to advertise because 500 is greater than 400. All right, let's get rid of that so we're not confused on looking at the numbers. Now we're going to say, what if La Pizza makes a choice? What if La Pizza advertises? Pie crust has two choices. He could advertise or not advertise. Looks like he's going to advertise because 250 is greater than 180. Make sure you're looking at the right numbers. What if La Pizza does not advertise? Again, pie crust has two choices, to advertise or to not advertise. La Pizza or pie crust will advertise. 450 is greater than 390. Recognize that pie crust will advertise no matter what. This is a dominant strategy. And that is exactly what a dominant strategy is. One firm will do the same thing no matter what the other firm does. What strategy should pie crust choose if La Pizza chooses to advertise? We've already done that. If La Pizza advertises, we would say pie crust is going to advertise, and we would explain that 250 is greater than 180. What is the dominant strategy, if any, for La Pizza? We can see La Pizza does not have a dominant strategy. And we would want to write all this out. When pie crust advertises, La Pizza does not advertise because 300 is greater than 200, etc. As saying, when pie crust does not advertise, La Pizza would advertise because 500 is greater than 400. Give them the information so they can know that you know what you're doing, and they can give you the credit. In the Nash equilibrium, determine each of the following: pie crust daily profit, La Pizza's daily profit. So luckily, the Nash equilibrium is where unilaterally they would be, that they would not want to change where they are at. So what we tend to know here is the first thing, if somebody has a dominant strategy, that's where we're going to go to. If there is someone with a dominant strategy, there will be one Nash equilibrium. Pie crust will always advertise. So if pie crust always advertises, then we know La Pizza will not advertise. We already figured that out. Pie crust would make 450. La Pizza would be 300. Again, when they're asking you for the Nash equilibrium, the first thing we're going to do is look to see if anybody has a dominant strategy. Here, pie crust will always advertise. So that's the first place we go. And if that's pie crust's best choice, wherever La Pizza would choose when pie crust advertises, that's got to be the Nash equilibrium, because that's the best place for both players. All right, suppose that advertising costs increase by $60 per day. Redraw the matrix. This is just about knowing the numbers, right? They're giving the advertising costs, they're not giving. Advertising costs are increasing by $60 per anybody who advertises. So we would simply redraw our graph, subtracting $60 from everybody. Let's make it a different color here. Let's use that. All the ones who advertise, Pie Crust is advertised, Pie Crust advertised, La Pizza advertised, La Pizza advertised. We would subtract $60 from those. We would redraw the matrix, no different, and only take away $60. So this is Pie Crust, this is La Pizza. Obviously, 250, 190, 200, 140, 450, 390, and 300 would stay the same, as would 400 and 390, and 500 would be reduced because it's an advertised to 440. Thanks, my brain's moving slow today, and 180. So we would just redraw it, making sure all of those had been reduced, all the advertised had been reduced by 60 because advertising cost increased by 60. Anybody who advertises had to pay more money. All right, guys, be safe. Take care. Bye.